Alright, how you doing, guys? I figured I wanted to make a video, but this is the only way that I can make a video and with no new content without infringing on anybody else's rights of any kind. So I thought that I am just basically just recording, my videos that are on my TV, my YouTube on TV, and just to my phone, so you can just watch that, and whatever it does, it does. I think I got to turn it down a little bit because it's kind of loud. That would be the wrong way. Hang in there with me. Okay, alright. What's that shadow? Oh, that shadow spot. Okay, that's just the number. Well, anyways, it's been a very, very interesting few months. And what you're watching on TV right now is when I pulled my car out of storage, changed the oil again to the AMS oil filter, drained the gas, put some new non-ethanol gas in it, and I'm just running it to, I don't want to leave it in storage for 3 months at a time and not run it. So there I am walking like I'm limping for my life, which that's my right hip. It's in bad shape. So after this video starts over, another one should start. But this isn't what I want to talk to you about. It's not this video. I'm just going to let this run so you can watch something as I talk. It's been a really rough week. A long time ago when I did my GoFundMe, I had brain tumors and tumors above my pancreas, and it was pretty bad. And I put my goal down as 20,000, not knowing at the time it was going to take a lot more than that to get through everything. But everyone sent me up to it came up to like $61,046, and I'm actually was glad that's how it came out. But as soon as I saw the amount, I shut the GoFundMe down right away, and everybody was saying, hey, let it go if they're sending you money. And I felt this guilt. I had to shut it down. I was like, I don't need this. Other people do. I do not. So I shut it off. I said, stop it. I told the guy that was running he was managing my GoFundMe for me. I said, shut it down. Shut it down. It's got to stop. I don't need that. But after I bought parts that I needed to get my car in a running condition and get most everything together, Hybrid Racing said, hey, we're going to help you with your car. Give us everything you got. And he asked me what was done. I said, well, the bottom was professionally built and put together by CNC Works. That's right. He measured all the bearings, built the motor. It's not a garage, all built in a clean room, because I don't have the equipment to do that. Same with the head. And then Dave Cordell put the motor together. I bought everything new for the transmission. David Cordell and his crew did that. They threw in a bunch of really beautiful parts that will stick in my memory till the day that I die, and what they've done for me. Also, other companies like Area 51, Real Street Performance, RS Garage, Wireworks, which was absolutely a shocker. Oh, there's my wife SI, by the way, when she hit the 2 deer. I don't know if you guys missed that video. 2 small deer ran out and caught her in both headlights, left side, right side. And they were very small deer, luckily for her. But anyways, okay, let me get back to what I was saying. And a lot of companies just came out of the woodwork and helped me out. And someone asked me online one time, what kind of turbo do you want to run? So I told them, and it just showed up in the mail. And then we had that freaky thing to where I ordered a front Willwood brake kit from Real Street Performance, and it never showed up. And I called them. I said, hey guys, the brakes never came. So they sent me out another set. Well, I go up in my storage unit out here at the house, which is an 18-wheeler, and for whatever reason, all the way to the front of the 18-wheeler was a box from Real Street Performance, and it was the missing brakes that I ordered. A month ago. This is a long time ago. This is years ago. This is years ago now. But and I called up Mo. I said, hey, I found the other brakes. He goes, where were they? I said, for some reason they were all the way forward in the 18-wheeler. I think it was raining a lot at that time, and I think the FedEx guy got up there and put them forward, to keep them away from the rain, because there's no doors on the back of the 18-wheeler. And that's all I could think of. So I sent them back to Real Street Performance, and kept the other set because I needed a set and already paid for them. So I sent them back to him, and I was like, we never really figured out what happened. I called FedEx and UPS. I can't remember which one delivered them. And I said, how are they here? And they couldn't give me any information whatsoever. And to this day, which is years later, it still frustrates me. So, and everybody's wondering why haven't I got the car tuned yet? Because it's been done since 24. When I got all that money, I had to, I knew that I was going to pass away eventually. So I paid off my home. I had doctor bills that were tremendous. Medical bills, insurance bills. I had a bunch of medicine on credit with my pharmacy, my local small town pharmacy. And I still needed parts for my car, a lot that I had a hard time getting. And it pretty much ate up just about all. My wife didn't have a car at the time, and she was working hard, so I got her a car, as good a deal as I could find. The blue one, which we got a great deal on it. And right there I'm showing how my door windows are Lexan. They come from Britain. That's the only place that you can get them with a curve in them. I don't know if YS makes them yet with a curve. I don't know, but I did order from YS. But anyhow, keep going here. I finally have saved up enough money to get the car tuned and get my fuel. It's got a 5-gallon fuel cell. I'm only going to run race gas in it because I'm not going to daily this car. There's just no way. Right now I'm pointing out all the Zerk fittings that I put in there with threads to hold the windows in, and it's got a seal behind them for the Lexan, so I can take them on and off just by unscrewing them. It really worked out beautiful. Anyhow, in case one gets scratched, I can take it out and replace it. And right there I'm showing the sides, the new sides, what do you call it, beauty aluminum. Look at it. It doesn't want to clip down. I got all new clips and everything, and it just doesn't want to stay, so I got to figure that out. There's little stuff like that. But I'm all set up for the tune. Gonna go pick up my Sunoco 260 GT Plus race fuel right here at the racetrack in Louisiana, across the lake on the North Shore. I got a doctor's appointment next month on the 23rd to have my I'm having a problem, not tumors this time. My lungs are just taking a crap. For some reason, my lungs are taking a crap. It's how it's how my father died at 80 years old, 81. And I have a pretty good idea what's going on. As you all know, I work with composites. I have my entire life. When I ran my own business for 10 years called Cheetah Racing Bodies, I sold the company in 2001. I work on composites, and there was a lot of fiberglass floating in the air all the time, and I was constantly breathing it all the time. I was younger, didn't give it any thought, and I think it's like an asbestos problem in my lungs. If I walk from here to the mailbox, which is like only 1/8 of a mile down my long driveway, when I get there I can't breathe. I absolutely cannot breathe. I gotta sit there for an hour to catch my breath to come back, so I don't do that anymore. But sitting and driving, oh, I can kill it. I'm having a blast. And yeah, look at that car. God, I put everything into that. You guys did. 1,700 donors I got. And a lot of companies, I wish I can remember them. There's the Go Auto Works turbo kit, and the turbocharger. Like I said, somebody asked me online, what turbo you want to put on it. I told them I like to have the Gen 2 6262, precision turbo. Well, a couple weeks later, it shows up in the mail, and I don't know. I don't even know who it came from. So, and the 888 tires, which I got the car off on blocks now, so they're not even touching the ground. In the storage unit, is it's expensive because it's climate controlled. I'm just walking around talking about my wife's car right now. Like I said, I'm just playing something for you guys to watch while I talk. I did have the car stored at a friend's house. I'm not going to say any names because it's not necessary. But I'll tell you one thing. There are some very odd people. When I first told them that my car was in the shop, and everybody was going to use spray cans to do their cars in my shop, in Blue's shop, and I was like, there's no way I can have my car around paint. Paint will get on your car no matter what. Even if you got it covered with 10 covers, it's going to go underneath and get on your car. So I had to get my car out of there. So I asked who I thought were friends and good people, could I bring my car over here? Sure. It was no problem. I said, okay. So it stayed over there for a good while. And then the father had a fit. Get the car out of here. Look at my car I put outside, and it's got bird shit all over it in the car cover. Well, first of all, I didn't know this was going on. I had no clue. He just jumped me. Like, I made all this the problem. And all I did was ask. And they were polite. Very, 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 very polite. So I said, okay, I'll get the car moved. I had it out in just a few days. And I put it in a storage unit, climate controlled, which is probably better for it. And I brought a bunch of tools over there for them to use, tools that they didn't have that I thought they could use because I was about done with my car anyways. And I had electronic torque wrenches, half inch and 3/8. And I went over there yesterday and got my half inch back, and conveniently they can't find my 3/8 torque wrench. What do you know about that? And then he says, just don't be coming over here. You got to call before you come over here. I mean, these people did a 180 flip on me and were so rude, and not the people that they were when I met. I mean, and I've never crossed them once. Polite to them. And I was talking about my money problems that I was having with the car because I really wanted to get it tuned. He says, well, you were hinting around to borrow money from me. I said, dude, no, I wasn't. I was just telling you my frustrations that I would like to have my car tuned. I wish I had it tuned. I said I wasn't implying to borrow any money from you. I don't borrow money from people. I never have. You guys sent it to me already. It was my responsibility to make it all work. And like I said, unfortunately, I had a lot of other bills I had to take care of. A lot. And I put my wife first before the car because I didn't plan on being here. And the only reason why I'm still here is because there's a medication that I took that I can't talk about, believe it or not, because of the YouTube will take it down. They'll take it down if I talk about the medication for cancer, to get rid of the tumors. They'll take my video down, so I can't even mention it. But it's there. It works, unbelievably works. And I took it because my doctor said, your last resort, since your lungs are messed up, is radiation, and there ain't no chance in this world, God's green earth, will I ever take radiation. If you get cancer, don't take it. Don't take it. It'll just kill you faster. Don't do it. So, if anybody ever has cancer, or you got a friend with cancer, drop me a line. Send me a personal message. I'll give you my phone number. We'll chat about it because I can absolutely help you. I have completely destroyed my cancer with the medications that my wife tried to get me to take, which I should have listened to her. That's my exhaust hanging straight down. There's nothing to it. It's oval. It's about 4 inches wide, 2.5 inches tall, and it's a little loud, but it's all right. Gosh, and I've been looking at my car sitting in storage. I'm like, man, I really want to drive this car so bad. Finally, I'll be able to. Everything's gonna work out fine. I get that next month. I could go get my race gas, this week right now, and go across the lake. But it's 120 mile an hour. It's a 120 mile round trip, and I'm going to the doctor's next month. I'll just get 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll go over there and get it, and bring it back when I go see my doctor. And I wish I could remember the names of all the companies that helped me. David Cordell at Hybrid and Wireworks are probably the number one people that David Cordell just went way out of his way to Hybrid. I cannot recommend Hybrid Racing in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I cannot tell you how you should deal with that company. They are fair, good people, polite. They'll bend over backwards to help you. They're fantastic people. And they sponsor a guy that races a 4-door sedan EG, and I talked to him, and he's a really good dude, and he taught me a lot about suspension, today's suspension. Anyways, I knew a lot about suspension, but over the past 2 decades since I stopped racing superbikes, it's changed a lot. And those are the struts that I made for the Dev Sport splitter, as I'm showing them right now on the video. I couldn't find them long enough, and I wanted them to be very stiff and kind of like hard mount with big platforms so they wouldn't hurt the ACM. And those are made for me by the same people that offered to store my car. They were very good to me, and then they just flipped the script. And I think I kind of have an idea what was wrong with them, and I think it has a little bit to do with, I don't want to say it, but jealousy. Anyways, it's water on the bridge. It didn't hurt my feelings. It just really confused me on why they flipped the switch like they did. I am just at a loss. I don't know. I have no clue what happened to them and why they freaked out. I don't know. You would have swore I tried to set the house on fire or something like that. The way they were treating me, I was like, good Lord. Do you not wear a hat during the summertime? Is your brain like partially cooked? Because Louisiana gets pretty hot, And it's very possible. But anyhow, next month we should be going to the tuners in Hammond. And Speed Factory helped me out a lot. They sent me great parts. Greg at Go Auto Works, if you want a turbo kit, Greg's at Go Auto Work is a fantastic sheepy. They're one of the top name brands. He's right up there with them. Greg at Go Auto Works is incredible, absolutely incredible. His pieces, that aluminum piece right there, that's the cold side right there. I had a buddy of mine just make it for me, and he did all the welding on my car. What is it called? Taker Mig was super clean, and the welder runs in argon. You get a beautiful weld. He welded every piece on my car that I needed custom made, and I kept trying to give him money, but he'd never take it. He's like, no, it's fine, And I have another B series car, just like mine, same swap. It's got VTEC lockout. The car's red. I sold it to him for a killer deal. I think like $1,200. And I said, here, take this. I'll sell this for you for $1,200. Oh, there's my Willwood right there, and Chase Bays. I'll tell you what, that's a nice unit. And people say that you don't have as good braking without the power booster. No. If you run in that unit with Willwood brakes, the brakes are even stronger. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And I put that 10 in there because I had a problem with being able to get the air out of my motor. I mean, I don't have an auto air control valve. That's gone. It runs Fuel Tech, so you can time anything you want. See that right there? The whole bottom of that box is open, but it's also baffled. And I just put a little bead of silicone around the edges, black bead, and I patted it down and I let it dry. and boy, it breathes like crazy, you know. But it never moves. The motor's brand new. The rings are just now getting seated, and you can see the carbon fiber mounts that I made for the hood latches. And inside, if you watch the videos, all the carbon fiber on the inside and the sunroof I made. But the hood is Cybon and the trunk is VIS. The hood fit great. The Cybon trunk I worked on for 3 days, and I actually had to stretch it in the heat, brace it, twist it. I had to do everything to it to get it to fit like factory. I had to work my ass off on it. It was terrible. So the rims are 15 by 7 and 0.5, and the tires are 225 888s, and they got a nice sidewall that'll crinkle up nice. Maybe there's that trunk. I love that trunk. Oh, I love that trunk. All the tail lights. I had to order 3 sets of tail lights off of eBay before I got a set that was perfect. They kept getting broke in transit. And so I had to keep ordering them. God, I spent like, I don't know, a couple $100 on tail lights. Inside, you see all the switches? There's nothing on my steering stock. I got a quick release steering wheel. AMA leak roll cage. What are the seats called again? Oh, I can't remember the name of them, but they're the real ones. There's a lot of fake Chinese stuff out there, and they sew their name into them, and you can't tell the difference. All the coilover caps are from a K20 A2, and I ordered them brand new. The throttle right there, I haven't got the intake on, but the throttle body would not fit that intake. I had to make a special plate. I got a whole video on it, and oh, here comes another video that you guys aren't to see. So I'm going to cut it out right now and say bye, and probably have to pause this. Would probably be a good idea right now. Yeah, I'm just going to pause it. There we go. And there's a commercial. Oh, you guys can't see that because I can't advertise. Okay, well anyways, there's one of my dogs. Hi there, buddy. Good boy. I've lost 5 dogs in the past 7 years because they were all elderly. All elderly. And, oh, there's little Peanut. And this one right here, this is a new pet. Hi, baby girl. Emma. Emmy. You want to say hi to Daddy? She's only 3 years old. Okay, guys, that's it. And we're gonna be tuning up here. Hold on a second. There's all the dog beds or dog water. Let me see if I can get this thing. Just hang with me for a second. I'm gonna try to do something here. Hold on. I know I'm not showing you nothing because I can't on TV because it'll infringe against my rights or your rights or whatever. I can't do that. Okay, there we go. No commercial. There we go. Alright, I'll sit it back down and talk for just a couple more minutes. This is actually a different video that shows the parts that I chose. I got no interior in my car, so the door handle. You see that door? If you see the door handle on there, those are from eBay, and they're billet. And I'll tell you what, they are built really well, and they fit unbelievable, so perfect. They're just great. So, oh, another thing, the guy that I share the shop with, the old guy you see in my videos, he lost his mate to a car accident. She ran her son home, and she was coming back home to be with my brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law, who shares the shop with me at one time. And she was killed in a car accident on the 23rd. She went off the road and hit a tree, and she never got out of the car. The car caught on fire, and Blue, as you know him in my videos, he is absolutely destroyed, which I don't blame him. It would be like me losing my wife, you know. He loved Wanda so very much, and we all have been shedding tears a lot, you know, because she's gone, and we can't bring her back, and it hurts. It just hurts, you know. and I cried because I can feel Blue's pain, and makes me start to cry because he's crying, and you know, it's like nitromethane. I'm not crying, you're crying, but we all have been. We're all very hurt. We all miss Wanda. We all wish her Godspeed, and if you guys can, throw out a prayer for us, if you would. He would appreciate that, and so would I. So it just, I ain't thinking about it. It starts busting me up, you know. It starts to hurt. And Blue is such a nice gentleman, you know. He's a good man. He didn't deserve that. He did not deserve that. What happened to him? And I'm just wrecked from what he had to go through. It's just, yeah. My hood lights just turned out great. Watch how I pop them up. I'll show you real quick. The tabs I put underneath, I didn't want to drill through my metal, so I didn't. And there's my piece of fiberglass I built. I was going to use that for a sunroof delete, but it didn't come out as nice as I want. I used the blue tape, and I used it so people couldn't kick my my intercooler, which is good for, Greg told me 700 horsepower. So there it is. Yep. Yeah, I got a bunch of air caught in it, so I said, oh man, I gotta make another one. I think I'll open the hood here in a minute. Give me a second. Yeah. It's like, why won't it open? Damn it. Let go. They're really snug. There we go. Here it comes. Okay, I'm like, what's holding on to it? What I didn't do is I didn't push the latch all the way back, and it snagged, and I couldn't figure it out. I'm such an idiot. I'm like, what? There it goes. I shut my camera off for a second and pushed it all the way back. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? But yeah, I'm getting the light out right now, and I'm going to pull the hood up, and you can see a big aluminum square, I think an 1.5 inch square. That's what's holding up my intercooler. And I don't even know if I've ran the car at this point. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's ran. And I think I point out the carbon fiber. You can see them over there, the carbon fiber mounts anyways, that hold the hood latch. And that radiator thing I'm pointing out, I gotta bring another one, because I moved the radiator and now it doesn't fit. So look how clean everything is. It's still the same way. Almost 2 years later from when it was done. It's still that clean, because they keep it covered, and in that storage that's climate controlled. So, yeah, what am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna get it running. I'm going to drive it a little bit, and one of these days I will pass away and the car will still be here, and then it's going to be up to my wife what she does with it. So, yeah, that's it. Look at all the work Hybrid put into it. Hybrid did all that. They put the motor in, their regulators, and you know, I did like maybe, besides buying all the parts and assembling a lot, I did like 25% of the work. They did like 75%. And when they put the motor in, there's my boost controller over there. They didn't scratch anything. They were so careful. They must have taped off everything. They did such a good job. So there I am shutting the hood back down. Hopefully I show shutting it. There's a front valance that I bought, or you know, for the front splitter. That didn't work. But anyways, I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna load this video, and if you guys ever get tangled up with people that live in Folsom, let me know their names, because you don't want to get tangled up with the weirdos that I did, where I had my car stored. Strange, very, very strange people. So odd. Yeah, see that big square piece? I put a drill through the hole through the top. It holds 2 Allen bolts and it's mounted underneath, and it's well there. Unfortunately, I just got a clear, you know, a bumper cover that I had to modify the hell out of. To if I ever ask in anybody, it's going to destroy everything. And yeah, new starter, everything's brand new. All the sensors are back there, and that's all. That's all wireworks. Everything, all the grounds. All the way back to the taillights, FedEx, they wired up too. There's not an OEM wire in that entire car. Not even on the taillights, blinkers, anything. Not a single 28-year-old OEM wire. It's all brand new. All brand new. So, okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to post this, and Godspeed to everybody. I hope you're safe. I hope your builds are coming out good. Don't stop. Take forever. If it takes forever to build them, let it take forever. Take your time. All right? Love you guys. Talk to you later.